I just can't let you go.
Hey Virgo, welcome back. Welcome back. It's Kelly from House of Virgo. I'm going to take a look at your week ahead messages from today through February 16th. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is a channel for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Please put a like on the video and do consider subscribing. All right, Virgo, so let's get into your reading. I'm going to do a Celtic cross and take a look and see what the energies are here for the week coming up. And happy Valentine's Day week. Okay, so let's get started. All right, past position, Knight of Cups. So, current is the Eight of Cups crossed by the Magician. Driving this week is the Four of Wands. Your thoughts, the Three of Pentacles. Near future is the Hanged Man. Your position of you and your advice are the Four of Pentacles. External to you, Nine of Swords, hopes and fears, the Sun, and the outcome. Ooh, sweet victory, Virgo. Sweet victory this week. Success. Okay. So the bottom of the deck is a Knight of Wands. So there's a lot of movement this week, okay? Very aggressive energy. Physical attraction, lusty, passionate, fire. Okay? Something gonna knock you off your feet, Virgo. Surrender, King of Pentacles. It looks like you, Virgo. Also King of Swords. You may have one thing ending and something else beginning. The Hierophant energy. Could have a Taurus and or Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Something ending with one or both, okay? But it looks like, I'm hearing hierarchy. I'm hearing somebody has a hierarchy kind of energy, like dictator kind of thing, like my way or the highway. Okay, very interesting. So the past energy is the Knight of Cups. So some kind of love offer made in the past. Could have been over the weekend, the past week. Definitely romance, I feel. Some prince or princess charming or a proposal from the past. Let's take a look. Somebody offering the sweet cup of love to you. Okay, King of Cups, perhaps a water sign. But the current energy is walking away to manifest a new type of beginning. So, Virgo, this week, it looks to me, or at least starting this week here, you're in a position of you're off on some kind of journey. Virgo. You're like exploring. You want something real? Or are you looking for something real is what I'm hearing. Walking away from some love offer that was made in the past. Okay. Now the Knight of Cups, it's not really sustainable. It's the knights, they're on horses, and horses are meant for movement. Okay? Somebody trotted in with some kind of romantic love offer, but it looks like, or gave you their sweet nothings or expressed their feelings to some degree, but it looks like you're now in this position of manifesting some things for yourself. You're walking away from that. Okay? Let me just get a clarifying card for the Magician. Could be a Gemini. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Virgo, I feel like it's not that you're looking for someone better, but I see you laying all your cards out on the table, like your feelings, your thoughts, things that are tangible. Something about action, needing action, not just emotion, but needing action. And what's driving you is something to do with a stable type of relationship. Or marriage or commitment. Yeah, I just saw the King of Swords. So yeah, there could be an air sign involved with this. Your thought process here, Virgo, this week is building. Teamwork. Commitment. Consistency. Learning. So it feels to me like, I don't know if you're walking away from someone from the past or the idea of someone from the past into something more tangible. But I feel like you want some kind of happily ever after. And it's a challenge for you, for some reason, to have that, but you're not giving up hope. So I see you retreating, withdrawing, moving on, or abandoning a past situation for something. I'm hearing non-fantasy, right? Because the magician is always about, being focused and making your dreams and visions or things in your headspace, your thoughts or your hopes to become real. Okay. And I feel like that's what you're, as far as love goes, I feel like that's what you're seeking at this time, whether that's with someone from your past or someone else. Okay. I feel like you want collaboration. That's your headspace. And you're willing to learn how to make that happen, right? Because the Four of Wands, that's stability, structure. So I feel like it's you driving towards having a more structured, balanced relationship with someone. And long term. Okay. So it's definitely a moving on from some kind of past energy. And I feel like your thing is, if I can't touch it, it doesn't exist. I don't know what that means. I just heard that message. If I can't get my hands on it, then it's not real. If I can't get my hands on it, it doesn't exist. Okay. So going forward, Virgo, you do have the Hanged Man. So somewhere between, I would say, maybe like the 5th day of this week, you have some kind of perspective shift. You see something differently. Let's take a look and see. This is a little bit of you surrender to something. Maybe you realize you've sacrificed a lot in your life. Or maybe you realize that you are a self-sacrificing kind of person. Let's take a look. What is the Hanged Man? This shift in perspective. You're seeing something differently. Oh. Maybe you're recognizing that someone's a runner. You could be. You might come to terms with that. Or a cheater or a liar. You see something. It doesn't feel like you're looking from an emotional aspect. I feel like you're seeing something here where somebody comes in and out of your life and they're being deceptive. And, even with this person here that's holding the 5 swords, it's kind of like does a lot of cutoff. And maybe you run away or you get out of something here. You make a decision to move away completely. Or not even move away, more like run away. Here you're not running. You're just withdrawing. But here, going further into the week, it's more like a mental shift. You might even realize that maybe you develop some kind of running avoidance kind of thing and seeing that shift and that change in yourself, right? So it's a little bit of like they're showing me like a flower blooming, like a blooming energy. Seeing things differently. So position of you and your vice, you have the 4 of Pentacles, Virgo. So you should seek long-term security in your relationships. You should demand that security. I feel like this is your advice, Virgo. You should hold steady to that and not budge. And is it financial security? For some of you, maybe. That might be something you need in a relationship. I don't know what your personal needs are. It's not a bad thing to need that, okay? I know a lot of people say, oh, no, it has to be all love and emotions. Well, not necessarily. I mean, don't even, like, some of y'all be like, oh, I love him, or I love her, but she's taking all my money, or she's super, super greedy, masculine or feminine. And I need financial security. I know the bills need to be paid, right? So it's not all, rainbows and unicorns all the time. This is stability and security. So you should seek that. And you if you're not, that's your advice is you should in all of your relationships. No flakes, no flaky type of people. Insecure. Because this is security, so the opposite of that is insecure. So insecure relationships make you insecure. They can. So you need to stay secure within yourself, I'm hearing. Now, what's external to you is, I feel like somebody you're walking away from is going through having a lot of stress and anxiety this week. Nightmares. Ooh, high anxiety. Grief, maybe even depression. Let's see. Yeah, definitely in regards to you. Something to do with you going quiet or isolating or being on your own. Maybe walking away from someone. That's a hermit energy. I mean, that's like, I don't feel like you're abandoning, really. I feel like it's not rejection. I don't feel like you're rejecting someone. I feel like you're trying to protect yourself. Or maybe your security, your sense of stability. The hermit, this is your card, Virgo. So this is 100% an energy of like going within for clarity. Somebody's stressing that you might be actually considering taking care of yourself, or that you might be seeking answers other than what you've been given. Okay? That you're actually, I feel like it could be another Virgo that you're dealing with, but I feel like this person is like, they're having a lot of stress. That you're maybe reconsidering a relationship with them. I don't know. I don't even know that that's the biggest thing. I feel like it's mostly for you. It looks like you want something tangible, something real. Yeah. They just keep saying visions of sugar plums dancing in your head. I wouldn't be surprised. 7 of Cups shows up here, because that energy would just be like someone who has commitment issues, or just lives in a fantasy, not grounded in reality. You're grounded. This is a grounding card. And your advice is to be grounded in your decisions and your choices in all areas of your life, right? Let me just get one more for the Hermit to clarify. Yeah, there you go. Someone's stressing that you are cutting them off. I don't know if you are. You might be. You might not be. But I feel like they have a lot of anxiety about some kind of uncertainty. They feel very uncertain about where you stand or about what you're doing, or, maybe a lack of communication. All right, so you have the Sun here, Virgo. So that's your hopes and fears. So, it's a good positive card because it makes me feel like you're in this place of, everything's going to be okay. You have a sunny disposition. Even if you're going through a difficult thing, I feel like you kind of know everything's going to work out. I feel like you might be telling yourself that, no matter what, the sun always comes up, right? So you're betting on the sun's going to come up again. Things are going to be okay. That's a playful energy, feeling joyful. And you're hoping for that, right? Maybe some of you might not be feeling that way right now, but you're hopeful. So that's a good thing. You haven't lost that spark of hope. Also, that things will be revealed to you, right? The sun shines light on everything, even if there's clouds in the way. So you have a positive, hopeful outlook, which brings you to the 6 of Wands, which is turning things around, okay? And things being turned around. Good news coming to you towards the end of this week. Okay, there's some type of communication. Somebody gives you clarity, or you receive clarity, or you clarify to somebody else how you can be successful or feel successful in a relationship, or how to overcome some kind of obstacles. Because if the Six of Wands were in the reverse, this would be like giving up, not having confidence, retreating after some kind of failure. It's the Six of Wands in the reverse is sulking, it's moping, it's feeling sorry for the self. So, but good for you, it's upright, because I don't see you feeling sorry for yourself. I feel like you get clear, either with another person or just with yourself. You become totally honest with yourself. Or someone gives you clarity as well. There's a conversation, I feel, that comes at the end of this month. Could be with an air sign. Two of Wands. Could have something to do with travel plans, or making a choice, or deciding, having a conversation about which way should we go. Should we go left? Should we go right? I feel like somebody's curious, asking you questions about what do you want. I mean, for some it could be just as simple as like you have a date and somebody's like, do you want steak or do you want fish? You know, but it's not mundane though. It's not. It feels more like if you want success, Virgo, you need to make a decision. You got to choose. You don't have to let somebody else choose. You have to choose. It's your life. If you want to be happy, and I feel like this is what comes to you, you get into this mindset of complete clarity and total honesty about what path you want to go, where you want to go, where you want to head, what direction you're heading, and in order to have a successful outcome. So yeah, Virgo, you're definitely going through some kind of a wake-up thing here. You're having some kind of a wake-up thing. Yes, this could be in love. Yes, this could be in your health. This could be in career. It feels to me like you're healing in a lot of ways, but maybe even doing some meditation. And you come to a place of peace at the end of this week where it takes two to tango, right? So if you've got a partnership with somebody in whatever realm, two people agreeing to be in a partnership both have to pull their weight. It's just one person. Maybe you were being the four pillars for an entire relationship and realizing, no, there has to be collaboration. So this feels very like bare bones, you know? This feels very like practical and logical. I like it, Virgo. It feels to me like you are just getting real with yourself about what you deserve, what you want, how you want to be treated, what you need in your life to have a successful outcome for yourself. Virgo, I like this week for you. I do. You know, even along the lines of like your money or your finances, you might even be like, you know, I need to make my money work for me and stop working for it. You know, so like your career, it's like some of you might decide to go back to school to improve your skills. I feel like you're very pragmatic, or at least sensible this week about what you want and what's going to work for you. I don't see you making the majority of your decisions based on your emotions. In fact, it's not really even a Virgo thing. Virgos tend to live in the realm of reality. You know, maybe even too much sometimes, but Virgos tend to live in they're earth signs. So what's real? Not fantasy. And Virgos are all about the senses, which is why I feel like this week is really indicative of you sorting it out and saying, well, if it doesn't make sense, then I'm not going to try to make sense of it. I just need to do what's right for me. You know, and I think that's good. there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to partnerships and relationships. And, emotions and feelings, of course, they're very important. Otherwise you're in a friendship, or a business connection. Relationships with people are very important. But they're not just important on the emotional side. They're also important in the virtue side. Are we being honest? Are we being transparent? Are we being vulnerable? These are how bonds get developed. And that there is the real part for you. Is this relationship making sense despite the emotions? Does it make sense? Or are we just drifting along in the ocean and wherever the tide takes us? You never know where you're going to end up. And there's fun in that. Yeah, the experience and the journey, sure. But if you don't want to end up going over the cliff of like a Niagara Falls situation, you might want to get a little oar and maybe kind of row it a little there. It depends. If you don't give a flying F about going over a cliff, and you're in that place, like, wherever the water takes me, I'll just go over the cliff and hit the rocks on the way down. Like, if that's you, okay, suit yourself. But I don't feel like that's how Virgos operate. Because Virgo is just like, what's the point of that? It's got to make sense. Virgo's like, nah, I'll just change course. I'm just not going to float my way into pure hell. So I feel like there's a time and a place for that. But when it comes to the direction of your life, passive behavior will get you nowhere. It really won't. And I don't view Virgos as being generally controlling. Fixed signs can be, but that's more because they don't want to budge. But when Virgos know how to get where they need to go, and Virgos generally follow their senses. I don't know if you know this about yourself, Virgo, but this is like the natural part of Virgo. Don't confuse your senses with your emotions. They're very different. Your senses can trigger your emotions, but it's your senses that you need to follow, which is like your instincts. You know how like you have a candle and it's like a nice scent and you smell it and then it can trigger up feelings or emotions or a memory. That's cause and effect. Follow your senses, Virgo, like a hound dog sniffing around. If you're sniffing something and it doesn't smell good, pay attention to that. You can only put so much perfume on a pile of crap. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where this is coming from, but this is just like, what? Trust what you're sensing is what I'm hearing. Trust what you're sensing this week. Trust the energy or the energy that's coming off of something. The scent. Let's just take a look at, a little more love romance type of things. Oh, okay. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, right? So yeah, there's some kind of a decision here. But this is clear. It's not clearly decide between two people. It's not clearly decide. This is deciding about what you want. Speaking something into existence. If you're not sure what you want and you say that to the universe is going to give you that in return. Mixed signals or uncertainty. But if you clearly decide what you want and speak that into existence, it tends to come to you. Like if you want to buy a new car and you want the color red and you're seeing that in your mind's eye, you're envisioning that, you want to turn that into reality, right? And you're focused on that particular car color. You want a red car. And then all of a sudden, and so you're saying that out loud, and all of a sudden everywhere you go, you're seeing red cars, like an influx. That's the universe responding to you. This could be the one and it's in the reverse. So generally this card says you've already met the one, or you've already met the romantic partner you seek, but in reverse, it's like, maybe they weren't. Maybe that person that you think is the one. And I'm not trying to say they're not. That's for you to decide at the end of the day. You got to figure that out. But you might be saying, maybe they're not. Not based on your feelings, but based on your senses. Maybe did you conjure something up to turn someone into the one? Did you conjure up some type of imaginations about someone? I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying this might be some questions that you could be asking yourself this week. And they could be the one. Somebody could be, but the thing is you're questioning. And if you have to question, it's probably not the one for you. They're probably not the person. Okay, so here's your message here, Virgo. You need boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. This week you need to get your boundaries put in place. Protect yourself. There is someone secretly yearning for you and definitely stressing, but I feel like timing's not quite right to maybe make a decision about somebody this week. I feel like you're in this self-discovery. I'm hearing, okay, there might be some interference in a relationship. There might be like a third party as well, and this could be playing a role for you. If there's a third party, well, there could be. I'm not saying that there is, but and a third party could be another romantic partner. It could be on your side. It could be on somebody else's side. It could also be any kind of interference that takes away from the health of a relationship. Okay, it could be anything, person, place, or thing. All right, or a group of people. I feel like your message here is to wait. The timing's not quite right to make, okay, I was just saying an addiction. Somebody might have an addiction that's interfering in a relationship. So the timing right now, this week, is for you to just kind of do some self-reflecting, thinking about what you want, thinking about what you deserve. I do feel like there is someone who's possibly fearing that something's over, or that you're going to go silent. They're stressing if you're not talking to them right now, or that you guys aren't engaging. But I mean, where are they? Are they engaging with you? Right? Are they living in fear? Perhaps. I mean, it takes two to communicate. So, yeah, interesting. Okay. Oh, wow, you got move on. Someone is unavailable. A relationship is a waste of time. Something's over. Wow, Virgo. I'll tell you this. When you're with the person that's right for you, it's perfect for you. Not the perfect person, but the person that's perfect for you, and you're perfect for them, the door will never be open to walk out. That's a red. If you've got a door open to walk out, there's something you need to pay attention to, because you would never be thinking that if it's a wonderful, blessed union, sacred union. That would never even cross your mind about opening the door and stepping out. So if you're in that place this week where you're like, I got to move on, or there's a crack in the door for me to step out, and there's something there you need to pay attention to in regards to some kind of relationship. Because like I said, you do have the 8 of Cups, and that is moving on. So some of you are moving on from a relationship due to a lack of certainty, due to a lack of stability. And that's okay. You can. If you find out that you deserve that, because that's what you would give in return, and someone's not matching that energy, maybe you should go on a date with somebody else. See what all the other cats are doing out in the yard. All right? You do have a date night coming up this week for some of you. So are you accepting a date? You might get an offer for a date this week. Go on it. Go have fun. You don't have to commit to a lifelong relationship with someone that you're going on a date with. It's just a date. Somebody is regretting what they did to you. That's where all the stress and anxiety is coming from. I really do care, even though I don't show it. Okay, somebody's got a fear. They're afraid to get close, and they're afraid to, 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 they're They're afraid to get close, so they avoid. But then when they avoid, they're fearful that there's no closeness. Somebody's caught in a catch-22 that they've put themselves in. They're in a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's not picking a lane and then taking that lane all the way to the beach. Somebody here is shifting lanes. It's like shifting. It's you know when you're driving down the road and there's a car in front of you and they're all over, you got a 4-lane highway and they're in the left lane, then the middle lane, then they're far right, and then they're back and forth and they're all over the place. It's like, what is this lunatic doing? Just pick a lane, dude. Just pick a lane. You're either in or you're out. Or get off the highway, right? I feel like you got someone here who's like, they get in the lane that they think they want to be in, and then after they're in it, they're like, I don't think I want to be in this lane. It's too scary. Let me go over to this lane. And they try out all these different lanes, and nothing's working. So it's like, dude, get off the road. Like, get off the road. Go take one lane. Go find a small little road where you need to go, and just because you're annoying me. You're all over the place. But I feel like this person does care about you, and I feel like they don't show it. They might have a fear of vulnerability. I don't know why we're looking at them, but yeah, they knew that you were the one when they met you, but I feel like they're just fear-based. They're too afraid of being open. They want a future with you. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. One more, and then I'll leave that person alone. They're stressing. And they're also doing a little self-reflecting as well, so don't get me wrong. Something to do with them bringing uncertainty to a relationship, perhaps with you. They're questioning themselves. Did I do that? Am I the common denominator for why my relationships don't last or don't go anywhere? Good, let them reflect. Maybe giving distance. You can't force people, right? People got to figure stuff out on their own. And sometimes that absence and that quiet and that stillness gives people an opportunity to kind of let light bulbs pop, you know? So they're on their way to you, all right? And they're caught up in a karmic relationship. Yeah, so that's fine. You know, whoever your person is here, it is what it is. This week, it's all about you figuring out what you need and finding a path to success for yourself, based on, like I said, practical decisions, not based on emotional decisions. Look, if you already love someone, well, you don't need to sort through your feelings, because that's how you feel. And there you go. Feelings aren't facts, but that's how you feel. That's established. You don't need to work that out. The part that I feel like you need to work out is this a working partnership? That's the part that needs to be worked out. Does it work? I don't know what else I could say. Okay, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give you Chinese signs though real quick. The Chinese sign for you and the person that you're dealing with here this week. Okay, rooster, horse, tiger, dog, snake, rat, dragon, monkey. Okay, you or your person. All right, so as far as birth dates, well, first I would tell you have a connection with Sagittarius, Gemini, or Libra. You also have September 2nd. Oh, let me just say it this way. August 25th, August 23rd, August 28th, August 27th. Okay. Okay. September 2nd, September 5th, September 3rd, September 8th, September 10th, September 12th, September 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 1987, 1978, 1988, 1973, 1972, 1975. Okay, looks like year of birth. Someone's 52, 57, 73, 37, 38, 22, 28, 27. Okay. And let's see what the initials showing up here for Virgo. Significant P, T, X, C, E, R, M, L, and G. Okay, so those could be first, middle, last initials. First, middle, or last initials. I'm going to move these because I didn't ask for them. See your charms. Ow. Oh, wow. A $100 bill. Dollar bill, y'all. Money, money, money. Okay, some of you are going to find some money or get an extra $100 this week. Or maybe you already did. Okay, hold on, one last. Oh, wow. You have a white heart. So they just said, just immediately, as soon as I picked this up, I heard Oreo cookie ice cream. Oreo cookie ice cream, white heart. So maybe that's your favorite. Or white mint chocolate chip. White mint chocolate chip ice cream. So I'm just seeing vanilla. Could be just straight up vanilla bean. I'm seeing vanilla with like dark spots. Okay, white with dark spots. Okay. But the white heart is also purity. It's friendship. You have a pure heart, Virgo. You know, Virgo represents the sign of purity. I don't know why diamond isn't Virgo's color. Or birthstone. Virgo's birthstone is sapphire. But something to do with a white pure heart. A pure heart. All right, Virgo. So, yeah, that was kind of quick, but I'm going to leave that there. Remember, this is for the whole week. If you want to get a personal reading, the link is right up top here. If you booked with me and you didn't get your reading yet, sit tight. I will be messaging you tomorrow to follow up. You know, I took off yesterday because I had that Eagles football game, and you guys all know, if you don't know, that is my team, and I am so happy for us getting a Super Bowl Lombardi trophy. Yay! And to all the Eagles fans out there, congratulations. And to all the Kansas City, you guys had a good run. But Eagles is going to be the new legacy in NFL. Let me just tell you. All right, anyway, that was fun. All right, so you guys, I will see you all back here tomorrow for your follow-up reading. So have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.